Out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense.
Charles, we know that this offense is aggressive. We saw that last drive. They went for it on fourth down, didn't get it. Then they give up the touchdown, so now you feel like they really need to respond here.
They certainly do, but let's face it, sometimes when you take that risk, you understand if you fail, a little more onus goes back on your ball club to try and pick themselves back up.
On second down, here's Wilson.
He'll get this out to the flat for ETN. Here is third down and 4. ETN up the middle.
He'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. That burst good for 20 and a first down. This running game so important for them, and they know that. It helped lead them to a victory last week when he was over 100 yards.
Let's face it, it's their identity, and that's what they want to play to. They want to be that team that runs the ball really well each and every week, and right now we're seeing a pretty good pattern of that happening.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
The Bears at 2-3 here to begin the new season. They were winners their last time out, so they'll be looking to make it 2 in a row.
And so much about football, partner, comes down to mindset. Being in the right frame of mind, and the best way to get in that good frame of mind, winning. So they come in feeling good. They've got the home crowd behind them. I think they're going to be tough to beat in this one.
They go play action with Wilson. Hit as he throws there, incomplete. So now fourth down looming. Remember, these guys went for it on their last drive, but it didn't work out.
Yeah, even though it didn't work out, I would not be surprised at all if they went ahead and did it again.
You miss 100% of the shots you don't take.
Darn right.
They'll try and throw for it with Wilson. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he is going to have the Bears first down. And they come up with a big one there to keep the drive moving and then some. Back to the ground with ETN. And this will be a gain of 6 when it's all said and done. Down to the 15 from the 21. This second and 4. And they'll go again with ETN. They stopped after only a yard, taking it down to the 14.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
Third and 2, now Wilson.
He'll find ETN out of the backfield.
And he will have the Bears first down. It won't be by much. He needed 3, and he got 3, barely. But the mark shows first down.
On first and 10, it's ETN.
And he'll be taken down here as it will take us to the end of the first quarter.
From the 5, second and 4.
They'll motion out one of the tight ends.
On second down, ETN once more.
And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. The Bears on third down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is third and 4. And he'll throw this one away. I don't think he's out of the pocket. No, here comes the flag. Now, if you're going to get rid of it, you better get outside the pocket.
Yeah, you have to get outside of that tackle-to-tackle box, right? Get out there, and then you can do it legally, but he wasn't able to do so, and they end up losing the down as well.
Ryan Santoso on now to try the field goal.
From the right hash, this a 31-yard attempt.
Up and good for Santoso.
And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3.
So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number one. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
Santoso now to send this one away. Kadarius Toney going to elect to bring this one out. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. 3-2, their record through the first 5 games of the year as they got the victory last week. It's still early, just October, but what have you seen from these guys so far?
Well, what I've seen is a team that's still figuring out all their pieces because they've got some new faces from a year ago and in some new draft picks. Sometimes it takes a month or so before you really start to gel as a team and for those players to figure out their roles. But right now, I see them starting to elevate.
Looking to throw on second down, Fields. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
That was a long pass attempt downfield, and the ball was popped up in the air. And how can things go from really fast to almost slow motion when the ball's up in the air and the defender's unable to haul it in before it hits the ground?
And he'll get this up to the 30-yard line. 10 yards, and it's good for a Viking first down. To throw is Fields. He'll get this off to Taylor. So give him 2 yards there on the completion, and it'll be second down. Fields now to throw. A good decision in the end to pull it and run, get some 9 yards and a first.
Well, here's your first example of how this guy can beat you in more ways than one because they took away his arm. But he was more than happy to dissect them with his legs for that first down pickup.
2 first downs have him up to the 41 now for 1st and 10. Up the middle, here's Taylor. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
That's a strong pickup right there on first down. And as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
One play action, Fields. And that is caught downfield by Thomas. And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line. That one good for 37 yards.
Here we go.
So after the big play, look at this, all the way down at the 15 now on 1st and 10. Running straight ahead, Taylor. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought. Now Fields. Touchdown! Tyreek Hill. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Vikings are able to widen their advantage. Well executed there offensively. Defense looked a little confused, but he found his receiver, and that one good for 6 points.
And the payoff we just saw there tells us how many times they ran this play in practice over the past few weeks because they executed that flawlessly right here on game day when the situation arose.
Now after the Dicker field goal, he's back out, ready to send it away. Washington now brings this out. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled into 20. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
Here's a throw to his running back. It's complete. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the 20 at the 18. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a 3rd down.
Leads to 3rd and 11.
Tough spot here. 3rd down and 11.
From the shotgun, Wilson.
That's for Bateman, and it's intercepted.
Desmond King picks it, and they're going to set up shop at the 27-yard line.
Take over 1st and 10 at the 27-yard line.
And Taylor now. Yeah, he'll work free from one tackle, but that's about all as he's taken down.
Credit the tackle that time to Deshaun Hand.
That was a good forceful run, and it demonstrates why you've got to put your body on a runner when you're trying to tackle him. If you just go in there and just try and get him down with arm tackles, usually doesn't work very well, and we saw in that play, he'll run right through those attempted plays.
And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7.
56 yards now on the ground on just 7 carries.
Now, this is an example of breaking down a defense, because on a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack, and guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
Back to throw, Fields.
Touchdown, Vikings!
Logan Thomas.
A 7-yard touchdown grab, as his guys have opened up a very comfortable lead.
For good reason, quarterbacks want to get the ball to the perimeter to their wide receivers for big plays. But in this situation, it felt like, based on coverage, he knew that he wanted his tight end to have the football, and for good reason.
Dicker now to tack on the extra point.
Oh, I was just about to say he had missed an extra point all season, but there it is. His first miss, no good.
Cameron Dicker to kick off.
Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss.
Washington now brings this out. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22.
The Bears take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense.
Charles, you're down multiple scores, less than a minute left here, but with that deficit, they've got to try to at least work their way into field goal range to try to muster something out of this drive.
And I'm going to go ahead and date myself one more time, because I'm going to quote an old Smokey and the Bandit lyric. They've got a long way to go and a short time to get there, but they still have time to get it done. So I'm looking forward to watching them mount this drive and see if they can get some points out of it.
2nd and 10 now, Wilson.
He will find his man Chase complete. Still going inside the 20.
Touchdown, Chicago!
Jamar Chase.
78 yards.
And the Bears get a late score here in the final minute of the first half.
Well, that touchdown certainly helps, but they've got to go ahead and convert, get to the half, and figure out how to keep chopping down this lead in the second, don't they?
Yeah, they still need to regroup, and they still need to end the second quarter strong. A little bit of time left.
Extra point up and good from Santoso.
And the lead is trimmed down to 10.
Santoso now to send this one away. And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway.
Already enjoying a 2-score lead here late in the second quarter. Not a ton of time left. We'll see if they can work this at least into field goal range and try to get 3 to add on even more to their lead. Now a first down throw. Fields.
Throw left side complete. That's Wilson. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts. as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play in this first half.
At the 23, it's 2nd and 12. A play fake, now Fields to throw. That's going to be caught downfield by Hill. A big play there just before halftime. 45 yards. The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts. So as they talk it over, we step aside.
So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30.
They give to Taylor out of the gun.
And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down. Now another timeout called for by the offense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime.
2nd and 7. Here's Fields.
And his throw here is incomplete.
He didn't just deny a big throw there. He broke that one up in the red zone. An excellent play, one that may help save points on the board when this drive is over.
They got to get it to the 21 here on 3rd down.
Here's Fields.
Flush to his right. Nowhere to turn this time, and he goes down. Safe back at the 29. Now the Bears going to use the 2nd of their timeouts. As it's down with 13 seconds to play in half number 1.
A 46-yard attempt.
And this one is right through, and that will extend their lead even further. So as it turns out, that sack doesn't wind up costing them, Charles. They at least get points, get 3 of them.
Yeah, that's where your kicker can really come to your rescue because, you know, after the sack, there was a little consternation there. Are we out of field goal range? Are we going to be able to get 3? In this case, he stepped right up and gave them exactly what they needed.
So not much time to work with here. 9 seconds remain in the half as this one is away. Washington now brings this out. And he returns this to the 22.
The Bears take over 1st and 10 at their own.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive.
And with 7 seconds remaining, not much time to really do anything.
A pretty good looking run there on 1st down. That'll go for 9 yards, just short of the line to gain. And with just 1 second remaining in the first half, they'll call the timeout. And you see the clock almost empty, so this is likely the final play of the half. It's Wilson. And he's going to go down. Couldn't get a throw off with the pressure. Maybe that was for the best, as that brings us to the end of this first half of play. So we hit halftime with our visitors, the Vikings, taking the lead to the locker room. As we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. The Bears going to see the football first, and they trail here as we get back underway to start this second half.
Washington now brings this out. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20.
at their own 20-yard line.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. Well, the first half, they struggled a little bit to keep pace offensively, CD, down 2 scores here. So how do they make some changes coming out of the locker room?
Well, they've studied what they did in the first half. They've seen what the defense is throwing at them. Now they want to have a plan of attack against it. So you come out, you're not going to get all the points back on one drive, but get started on it. Start chopping into that lead, and maybe it'll inspire your defense to help out as well.
They've got his man complete. A huge play there for Chicago. 41 yards. Straight ahead, ETN. And a very determined run there as he'll take this all the way down to the 27. Good effort. Play action. Now Wilson. Got his man, and it's caught for Chicago. Touchdown. George Kittle, 27 yards. And the Bears come right out of the locker room and score here in the opening minute of the third quarter. Extra point up and good from Santoso. And the lead will shrink to 6. Santoso now to send this one away. And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And maybe some renewed pressure on this unit following the touchdown a moment ago. It's back to a one-score game.
And because of that pressure, because it's now a one-score game, they know this is where you need to slow the momentum change. Because otherwise, that could overrun your team. You've got to be careful right here.
Man, I just love being in this stadium. So much history, tradition, so many great teams and games. And we're seeing a pretty good one right now. Hotly contested in the third quarter. He's got Wilson, middle of the field. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. A gain there of 21 yards.
I'll tell you what, a lot of those deep ball, they leave too much space in front of them, and these guys have been taking advantage so far.
Here we go.
On 1st and 10, here's Fields. Going right back to Wilson. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. This duo locked in, 14 yards there, and a first down.
But one of the ways the quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. 92 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Fields. That is incomplete.
That certainly appeared to be a play call where they were just trying to make second down, second and short. I think they thought the coverage was off a little bit more than it was. Nice job there pressing up on it and forcing the incompletion.
Third quarter of a tight football game as we come up on a 2nd and 10. Now we give to Taylor. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead. Pretty good little two-play sequence there. You foresee incompletion, then a very short pickup.
Yeah, now maybe you bring in an extra defensive back or two because you want to try and defend on 3rd down. They like to play those nickel or sub packages, don't they?
Throwing on 3rd down, Fields on target over the middle to Hill. And the Vikings are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. Taylor.
will score. Touchdown, Vikings.
And the thing you have to love about Jonathan Taylor, he's a shifty speed guy most of the time when you hand him the football, but he's not coming off the field when you get down near the goal line because he's as tough and gritty as they come. And he finishes things off here by getting into the end zone.
Kevin O'Connell choosing to lead his guys out there, and they'll go for 2. Fields trying to throw for it.
This is caught. Was he in? Yes. 2 points. So they go with a pass there on the 2-point try and able to convert it, Charles.
And a good job by the offense figuring out their 2-point play and using it well. It's interesting how people are using the strategy nowadays, though, isn't it?
It really is, and I don't know how much that particular play factored in, but with the PAT moving back in 15-16, that kind of changed things, didn't it?
It's really a part of everyone's strategy now. When I talk with coaches and when we sit with them, they always talk about they actually have 2-point periods in practice now, something they never really did before.
And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. Right now, Charles, it just feels like they're trying to keep pace. They did score the touchdown last time out, but they still trail by double digits here. We'll see if this offense is once again up to the task.
Yeah, and I think that after the last drive, they've got to be pretty revved up, don't you think? Everything they were doing was working pretty well. They go back out there with the same mindset, play at the same tempo and the same pace. Still a lot of time left to make something happen in this one.
On second down, a run with Etienne.
And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. And the offense moving quickly to the line. On third down, Wilson. Oh, and this ball's tipped and intercepted. Picked up by Marcus Williams. And he'll return it to the 24-yard line.
Well, that's a drive killer right there. Not a really confident throw either. This one was kind of up for grabs, and it's going to come down the hands of the wrong team.
Here we go.
On the handoff, Taylor.
Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. And no more. No gain on the play there. Second down.
Those are the plays this defense needs with the deficit they're facing.
It certainly is, and they've got to continue to swarm the football and hope that someone, while they're holding up the ball carrier, can get in there and rake it and lock it free. They need to get some takeaways as well.
Second down, another run with Taylor. And he's going to take this down close to a first down at about the Bears 17. And now they're in the hurry-up. 3rd and 2, Fields. That is caught.
Touchdown. Marvin Jones with career touchdown number 60.
And the Vikings will add on to their lead here in the final minute of the 3rd. Boy, he has been fun to watch throwing the football in this one. It's certainly not fun for that defense, though, Charles. Now up to 4 touchdown passes in this ball game.
Yeah, we're supposed to be neutral, but I'm feeling their pain right now because he has absolutely carved up this secondary. A clinic on how to attack a defense and take them out of the game.
Extra point up and good by Dicker.
And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21.
Bears 17. Cameron Dicker to kick off.
So after the touchdown, here's Dicker out to kick this one off. Washington now brings this out. And this return will net positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense.
I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles, if they're going to try to pull off an impressive.
Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. Yeah, he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. They take a shot downfield there, but it winds up falling incomplete.
Zone coverage there, and they were playing deep. That makes it obviously a little bit harder to run by guys. And that time, there was not much of a window to get the ball in there, and it winds up incomplete.
Oh, he'll look downfield for Kittle. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
They geared up and took the deep shot downfield, but it turned out it wasn't one-on-one coverage. Extra defenders in the area, and that one winds up incomplete.
So now 3rd and 10, a big play to start the drive, but nothing since. Now, meanwhile, a final play here is incomplete, and that's going to take us to the end of the 3rd quarter of play. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. They'll try and throw for it with Wilson. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. The Bears tried it on 4th down, unable to convert. And the Vikings defense is going to get the football back. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. Been a very strong performance for them, really, on both sides of the football. The turnover on downs, the most recent example, and now, obviously, they're in a great spot here.
Yeah, if you're over on the bench right now, you're shaking hands with your teammate, you're hugging him, giving him a little dap. Been a big, big performance for them. Now you just don't get careless. Take care of the ball on the way out.
Back to Taylor on 1st down. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. And they're going to hurry back to the line now. And that'll be off the mark, too far out in front, and it's incomplete.
I think it's fairly safe to call this game over, but they're still trying to bomb it downfield and add to their lead. Almost makes you start to feel for the defense and root for them a little bit, too.
Here we go.
The Vikings on 3rd down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This is 3rd and 8.
Easy, easy, easy.
Now it's Fields. That one complete to Hill. And a good job on the tackle there as they get him down shy of the 1st on the 35-yard stripe.
It's now 4th down.
They'll run for it. It's Taylor going absolutely nowhere. He'll wind up losing a yard or 2. The Vikings unable to convert here on 4th. And the Bears will get the football back. On 1st down, Wilson. That one complete to Trey Tucker. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. And quickly they get to the line.
That's good.
Now Wilson on 1st down. Looking deep here for Chase. That's caught inside the 20. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on 1st down. And he'll take it from the 18 to the 15, a gain of 3. And they'll come up 2nd and 7. And Wilson going to change things up here.
Brings up 2nd and 7.
That's caught by Tucker. 9 yards on the play there, and it'll set him up 1st and goal. And now an audible here into something else. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Tucker. 3 yards is the gain that time, 2nd and goal.
A gain of 3 brings up 2nd and goal at the 2-yard line.
Etienne trying to get to the goal line, but he's going to be stopped just short at the 1.
Well, they've certainly had success throwing the ball on this drive and not as much running it as we just saw once again on that last play. Stopped after a very short gain. But I wouldn't abandon the run totally because otherwise, pass rushers just tee off on your quarterback. Makes it very, very difficult for him in that situation.
Now this likely a must-have. 3rd and goal. Once more, ETN. And good work there defensively as they're able to keep him out of the end zone.
And a field goal obviously means nothing here. They're going to go ahead and go for it on 4th down. Touchdown, Bears.
Jamar Chase
With his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon.
And the Bears have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th. Santoso now for the extra point.
And the lead will be cut down to 14. 2 scores down, 3 timeouts left. Still a chance if they can somehow get this one back. And the Vikings able to recover. The hands team does its job. Well, 4th quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we've brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11.
To throw is Fields.
And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need.
Picked up by Deion Henley. And the Bears are right back in this football game. They'll come up 1st and 10 here.
After the interception, here's Wilson. And the throw left sideline here is caught, but they'll rule it incomplete. Couldn't keep his feet in. 2nd down. That pass just a little bit off. It looked like maybe he tried to force it in there.
Game speed, always different, no matter what you do in practice. Can't simulate it, right? So your decision-making, everything has to be a little bit quicker. Sometimes it can throw you off until you adjust.
Off the play fake. Here's Wilson.
Going for Chase on the crosser. He's got it.
And they work this well upfield across the 45.
It's a gain of 25 yards on the play. That's good for a Chicago Bears. 1st and 10 at the 47-yard line.
Defense is asleep. Let's go. They can't stop us.
Throwing now, Wilson on 1st down. This one caught by Kittle. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20.
2 timeouts still remaining, but scoring quickly a must. It's 1st and 10.
And this is caught now for a late touchdown. So hold everything here. This one's not over yet. Okay, game on. Don't go anywhere yet. You got a 1-score game now. Probably going to rely on the onside kick coming up.
Yeah, they have to. It's not a high percentage play, but it's better than not having a chance at all. And that's when you put your leapers and your flyers on one side, get that high hop, and hope that one of the guys can come up with it.
And on the other side, get that hands team ready.
No doubt about it.
Vikings able to recover. The hands team does its job. And now looking at the clock here, they do have 2 timeouts, but even if they force a 3 and out, they're going to have very little time remaining.
So that means they've got to be aggressive and find a way to knock the ball free. They've got to come up with it because they can't just rely, as you noted, on using their timeouts and getting the ball back. They might not have any time to mount an attack, even if they do play it that way. Get the football. That's their mantra.
2nd down at 6 now from the 42. He's going to get it again. Just looking to get forward and protect the ball.
I like the call there because that was one to take time off the clock and get them closer to getting out of here with a W. In the mind of the play caller, all you want to hear is tick, tick, tick.
They'll run. This is Hill. Well, he's not going to get there. That won't even be close. So it's ball up in the backfield.
I like the idea of mixing up from time to time because those spaces can't be predictable. The execution is a little lacking on this one, right? They might want to go back to the drawing board with that call.
Kevin O'Connell has a play call ready. His guys going for it on fourth. They snap it to Fields.
That's to his running back, complete. And unable to break away. They stop him a few yards shy. The Vikings unable to convert here on fourth. And the Bears will get the football back.
Here's 1st and 10.
Wilson to throw. But they'll say it's incomplete. This defense has watched their lead dwindle away. This is where they really need to bow up. They executed well there.
And it's often hard after you've played really well early and then you kind of relax a little bit to step on the gas again. They just did it on the last play. Looks like they want to finish this one off.
Here's Wilson. Too much juice. It'll be out of bounds, incomplete.
Back-to-back incompletions, but we know this is definitely 4-down territory. Time not on their side. I don't think they want to try and get the first down in 2 installments. I think they got to go and get it right here, right now.
Now Wilson.
Open man is Tucker. And he will make his way out of bounds. That stops the clock, but they'll have something else to consider now. It's 4th down here.
A short game that doesn't get them the first down brings up a 4th down situation.
Really nice job defensively. They knew where the sticks were. They got the stop before it.
The decision made for them. They've got to go. It's 4th down.
Throwing now is Wilson.
He's got his running back out of the backfield.
And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. They keep the game alive, at least for the moment, as it's a first down. He's back to throw. Forced out to his left. And he just gets rid of it. Throws it away. The wise move there. Looked like nobody open. Now 2nd down.
They'll try again here. 2nd and 10.
Back to throw. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone.
And this is incomplete. Oh, that looked like a sure 6 points. But he could not get that to stick. And that is a golden opportunity wasted there.
Oh, man. Late in a tight ball game. Every play so critical. You feel like you've got to find a way to come up with that football. That was put in a great spot, but it just didn't want to stick in his hands. That's a big letdown.
One last shot for Wilson. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And that is going to be incomplete. Boy, they got the tip they were looking for, but couldn't secure it. And this